Sure. Animoca Brands is an investor and operator in the Web3 space and increasingly Agentic AI. We have over 600 portfolio companies and partners spanning consumer businesses, Web3 infrastructure, AI, and the increasingly tokenized work. So my role is actually to lead the investment and partnership side of things at Animoca. I think it makes sense to actually bring them together. What the future is basically a collapsing of the three. AI is the productivity layer, Web3 is the settlement and the value attribution layer, and Fintech is basically an industry that has been developed for decades, and basically the Fintech will absorb the productivity layer and the value attribution layer to build the financial infrastructure for the next decades. I think definitely the agentic, because we see how the financial infrastructure has to be restructured and retrofitted for value attribution, as I mentioned, for payments, for settlements. This is something that we get excited and we see a lot of builders, startups building towards that goal. We are seeing a lot of integration of crypto rails into the traditional finance regulated rails, right? And this is something I think we are finally seeing crypto or Web3 in general from being just a pilot kind of phase, actually being more mainstream, and you can actually see the immense institutional adoption by the big asset managers, the traditional finance institutions, and in terms of the huge volumes that's being issued in terms of stablecoins and RWAs, and we are just getting started. Yeah, definitely. I think the Mocaverse partnership was great, and we have developed rapport since then. But since actually Animoca, we are actually also pursuing businesses on the institutional side and RWA side of things. There are definitely a lot of collaboration opportunities. For example, certain RWAs that we work with partners to go to market. KuCoin would be a very good platform for us to distribute. Yeah, stay tuned. Well, I think it's trust. Well, I think obviously Web3 has grown from a very Web3 native community, but I think over the past couple of years especially come to terms with the trust element, which is very important as we see bad actors in the market or things that are not as regulated. But as we move towards mass adoption, this is something that is really needed for the consumers that is participating on KuCoin's platform. And I think KuCoin has that trust element, which is very important.